What's up, lads? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the next major update coming to eFootball 2025. So it's looking like it's going to be this Thursday, the 9th of January, that we get a fairly large update. We know we're going to be getting a new phase, new cards, new eFootball League division, all of that sort of stuff, and a match pass. But what else could we get, right? Could we get that new mode? Could we get a couple of quality of life changes, and could we get changes to the actual gameplay? Let's get straight into it. All right, let's get straight into it. We're actually going to go back to the last major update trailer that we had, which is 12 months ago. And we're actually a month behind because this was the V3.2 update. You can see the date there, 28th of November 2023. And this was when they introduced co-op into the events, right? And we got this big, mega kind of trailer where they introduced a lot of stuff, right? And we'll get to a few other things that they introduced here as well. But this co-op, lads, for me, it's the same issue as you have with the single player or the online experience for one player, right? Co-op is fun, but it just takes so long. You know, there's a load of Jose Mourinho's inside doing the game plan, spending an age, getting through to do their team, and then you go into a match and people are pausing and gowling around. It just needs to quicken up and we need rewards for it. The rewards, I think, at this stage need to be grindable. And while it's cool that we're going to be getting all of these new cards coming, these are pretty much, you know, all of these cards that you see here on screen, they're either out already now at time of recording, or they're going to be coming in over the next couple of weeks. You see Jordi Alba and Busquets there. You have a couple of others like Pirlo there as well, Xavi and Iniesta. You've got a couple that have yet to be released, right? We also know that that's going to continue on. And we do still have some unreleased cards here, such as Cantona Platini and Diego Forlan from the Captain Tsubasa collaboration. Speaking of the collaboration, usually with the big updates, we get nominating contracts and we get brand new cards. So expect to get a lot of stuff here as well, and I will cover everything on my live stream on Thursday. I have all the objectives done now for the festive season, apart from 3, which is the clear objectives here. You probably are the same, so we will be getting a new collaboration here or some sort of campaign. If it's not the Captain Tsubasa one, we will definitely be getting new campaigns to grind here. Also, the festive one is still ongoing. Now, they did add a GP marketplace or a GP shop, and while it is good, I do think that they need to look at the pricing, and I do think that they also need to merge these two shops and put players, maybe kind of like lower epics or somebody like the likes of, mid-tier epics into those. Now, I want to talk about my league because it seems to have gone by the wayside as well. But the reason why I'm talking about it is, will we get a brand new mode in January 9th update, right? Or will it come later on? My prediction is with this Strike Arena mode, which was leaked a while ago, right? And I have a full video on that if you guys want to check it out in more detail. It looks like it'll be fun, right? They're 2 or 3 minute matches as far as I know. And this was going back a couple of weeks ago, right? Where we were, first learned about this, okay? Over on Twitter, and we did a video about it, right? It looks like a really fun mode. Honestly, it does look like a fun mode that looks to be kind of like bringing in a little bit more arcadey with power-ups and stuff like that. I can understand if it's not, gone are the days of PES Master League, hardcore kind of like, simulation. I think this is very arcadey to kind of go after the mobile crowd more so. But I'm looking forward to something that will shake it up a little bit, that you can go on and play a couple of matches. If it's fast, it's fun, and if the dribbling is tight in it, right? Also, I expect us to get some stuff here. I just don't know when Strike Arena will come. That's the thing. I'll do a kind of another video on that if it doesn't come out. But we do, and we have been getting some pretty good rewards with this. And while we have been getting Endrick, Darwin Núñez, and Emery, and to be able to choose between them, and obviously Endrick is a beast, they're all Showtime cards, we did get kind of a downgrade on the cards. Yes, we got David Villa, who's an absolute monster for free, and Ribery, but still, I don't think anyone compares to Neymar, boys. Honestly, I just think Neymar has been the ultimate go-to. Ribery's okay. Some of the other cards that you're seeing here, Tony Adams, Beckham, and a couple of those other boys there, I just don't think that they compare or compete with Costa Corta or Santos Neymar. So if you missed out on them, it was kind of tough on people that didn't pick up the game till then. We also have to talk about new Showtime skills, new boosters, whether we'll finally get some new quality of life to be able to pick a booster or to be able to train any card with one of these: game-changing pass, momentum dribbling, fortress, blitz curler, any of these special Showtime boosters. I think it's long overdue. Now, credit to Konami, right? They did actually bring in a way of training boosters onto cards, right? And while they've brought in a couple of new cards with like higher boosters, the only card that has got his own booster is Eden Hazard. Now, there's been a few more players that have got this booster since, but that's the only newest booster that they've brought out. I would like to see booster crafting and that incorporated into skill training and positions training, right? Whether it takes 100 skill tokens to be able to pick a skill rather than this random RNG stuff. Because listen, this is meant to be like, you know, your club, your dream team, your squad that you're able to put your stamp on. You should be able to pick what skills you have, even if the cost is quite high. Now, last but not least, lads, I want to talk about eFootball League. There's a load that we haven't talked about in terms of gameplay. I'll leave that for a separate video, and I've also done a video on that last week. But if there's anything in specifics that you want me to go into in the next gameplay update video about the next update, I will touch on that if you get in touch in the comments below. But this is more about the actual longevity of Dream Team and where it's going to go over the next few months. Divisions has to change, boys. This is coming from somebody, right? I never struggled to get to Division 1, right? I'm not a 90% win ratio player, because as soon as I get to Division 1 or I get to Division 2 and I'm kind of enjoying the game, I literally just can't sit still, man. Like, if you're playing with this squad, like, look at this squad that we have amassed here. It's literally the best players, right? And you can take out Ronaldinho and bring in somebody else. You can take out Seydorf and bring in Beckham. You can take out Puyol and bring in Nesta or Cannavaro. It doesn't matter. But I find myself getting more and more bored with divisions and wanting myself to experiment. You know, we've been doing a lot of stuff on the stream to mix it up a little bit, whether it's putting collar, you know, and right card switching position, kind of position switcheroo, starting Ray Parler instead of Pirlo. I mean, yes, there are unbelievable differences between some of the players. If you've got Vieira, if you've got somebody like Eto'o up front, they are game changers. Like, they're just unbelievable goal a game or goal stoppers a game. And I think that the biggest problem with this is the actual rewards, right? So if we play 100 matches in a month and we get to Division 1, like, there is very little reward for it. You literally get 20,000 GP and trainer programs, right? I've done a video on what I would like to see and kind of have it stacked with actual real life rewards or real solid rewards. You get to Division 1, you get a Lamine Yamal. You get to Division 2 with a good win ratio and certain targets hit, you get Eden Hazard. You get top 500 in the world at a phase, you get an old school or an older version of Messi. Maybe not MSN Messi, but you catch my drift. So I do feel like that is probably the biggest thing that needs to change, is the actual quality of life and the, you know, reward of time put in for a reward of what you get back out. So let me know what you guys think. I think that we will, over the next 2 weeks, start to get some good changes. And that's not even talking about gameplay, which a lot needs to change about gameplay as well. But let me know what you guys think of this video. If you do enjoy it, please do subscribe and smash the like button. Peace.